The market's position was the company is worthless. The stock is going to zero. Bitcoin is going to zero because they can't sell. Right? So if we want to defend Bitcoin, like we have to prove that we can sell it on occasion, right? So what we're doing is we're commercializing the market in digital credit. And if you have $1 billion of Bitcoin and they believe it's worth $1 billion, you can sell $200 million of credit and then you can grow the business if they believe that. If they don't believe that the Bitcoin is worth anything, you can't, and you sell the $200 million of credit, the credit's worthless and the company's worthless. And so we were in a doom loop, or the market was in this doom loop, this negative short, I don't know, like a psychosis, almost like hyperventilating, saying that the largest buyer of Bitcoin can't sell it, and if they do sell it, Bitcoin will fail. And what we needed to do was demonstrate that if we sold Bitcoin, it wouldn't fail. So when we sold the Bitcoin, it was 59,000 and it traded up. And so we broke that misconception. We broke that narrative. It turns out that the break-even point for us is about 3.2%. So if Bitcoin appreciates 3.2%, we can pay the dividends forever by just selling the Bitcoin. But you can imagine if you're a short seller, you say, well, you can't sell the Bitcoin, ha, 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 because Bitcoin will fail. And so they want to say that the credit is worthless because you won't sell the Bitcoin. So the way to break that cycle is you sell the Bitcoin. Now you can illustrate that the credit is actually good credit. We can pay the dividends forever. And now the credit investors...
Without having to sell more Bitcoin.
No, the whole point of this was we were selling equity in order to pay the dividend on the credit. And the short sellers took the position that you're going to sell the equity until the stock goes to zero because you can't sell the Bitcoin. So how do you break that? Well, you have to say, well, we can sell the Bitcoin.
And you sold enough Bitcoin to pay the dividend.
So we sold enough Bitcoin to pay the dividends to prove that we could fund the dividends with Bitcoin, which means we don't have to sell the equity. And if we don't have to sell the equity, then the equity trades at a premium to Bitcoin, trades rationally. And then the credit trades rationally. So it was a benefit to the equity investors and the credit investors to show that you can power the company with